Right, okay, good afternoon everybody. I just thought I'd do a kind of quick short video in my studio, as you can see, regarding the news that come out late last night initially, but has been shared a lot today. The news about the 777 partnership taking over Everton, apparently being close to a full takeover of our club, Everton FC. I'm going to use an article. I've done quite a lot of looking at things about them today, and one article I found really interesting, which I'll share. It's an article by, I think it's called Josimar It Is. The article is by, and the authors of the article, or the reporters, journalists, whatever you want to call them, is Paul Brown and Filippo Clare, and they've reported quite a lot about this 777 group. So 777 Group is a Miami-based investment company, formed in only in 2015, so it's only 8 years old. Now, it didn't have any interest in football until September 2021, 2 years ago, pretty much, exactly 2 years ago, when it purchased 99% of Genoa FC for 150 million euros. Now, since then, in less than 2 years, they've now purchased 7 clubs, including Genoa, Seville, Vasco da Gama, Red Star, HSC Berlin, is it? Is that what they're called? Sorry, I'm just getting Hertha BSC, Hertha Berlin, I think, and Melbourne and Standard Liège. Now, looking at those 7 clubs, so 7 clubs in 2 years is quite alarming. Quite alarming anyway. For me, just alone, that's alarming. Sorry, I must say as well, I should have probably said this at the very beginning, but everything I say in this video will be my own personal thoughts, or something I've read that's out there in the public domain anyway. Just for legal reasons, I'm going to say that. But let's look at those clubs. Okay, so as I said, 7 clubs. This article goes on to say Sevilla was the water tester, Genoa the springboard, a giant of Brazilian football, Vasco da Gama, was purchased by 777 in February 2022. Well, not purchased, they invested, they took a stake in it. Standard Liège, a mainstay of the Belgian game, was added to it a month later. Red Star, a Parisian club whose status far exceeds its more recent achievements, followed in a matter of weeks. 777 also did the supposedly undoable by becoming the first ever foreign majority shareholder of a Bundesliga club, Hertha BSC, when they bought out the 64.7% stake of German billionaire Lars Windhorst in November 2022. The last addition to date to the 77 family of clubs has been Melbourne Victory in January 23. Wander and Pascoe paying $6.1 million to acquire 19.9% of the Australian club shares and pledging to invest an extra 20 million by 2028, by which time they will control 70% of its capital. Now, again, looking at those clubs, we're going to look at, has it been any good for them? Are there good reports? Are they doing well? Well, let's see. Sevilla, for all their improbable triumphs in UEFA Europa League, have lost close to 60 million euros over the last couple of years, and according to reports in the Spanish media, have transfer listed their whole squad at the end of June in order to service the 90 million euro debt. Genoa has announced losses of 61.7 million euro for the 21-22 season, whilst Vasco da Gama's deficit was just under $22 million for the same period. Standard Liège did not fare any better in 21-22, losing 20.2 million euros, and nor did Red Star, who reported to be in the red to the tune of 2.4 million. a fortune for a club playing in the third tier of the French football pyramid. Hereford BSC's accounts for 21-22 reveal a consolidated loss of €79.6 million compared to €83.3 million for the previous year, which makes it easier to understand why the previous owner Windhorse was keen to find a buyer. Last Melbourne victory was $4.5 million short of breaking even last season. So that's 7 clubs who've got an interest in. None of them are doing well. In fact, aside from doing well, they're all. Let's just look at some of the stories. For a start, here you go. Sevilla transfer list entire squad due to huge 90 million debts. The article says on the 30th of June 23, only a couple of months ago, Sevilla have been forced into transfer listing their entire first team squad as they look to recover 90 million worth of debts at the club. Standard Liège supporters expressing their opinion on 7-7 partners tonight in the stadium. It's their protest, which says your galaxy shouldn't damage our future. Vasco fans, these are articles this year, by the way. Vasco fans set up a protest in front of the SAF office, May 23rd, 2023. Red Star Paris to play games behind closed doors after fan protest against 777 partners takeover. Hertha Berlin's 777 partners deal under DFL scrutiny. It's being investigated. Their deal, their takeover deal, and investment deal is being investigated. So it's not good. You know, you try and find something good. Okay, do your best to try and find something good. I did. I thought, you know, whilst you're going about it, try and find something good in the football world about them. There's not. It's hard to come across. The worst thing is the story. So one of the main guy, Joshua Wanda. There's quite a lot of bad press about him as well, and this is all legal proceedings against him, convictions and that, and he was convicted in 2003, 20 years ago. Okay. A lot younger and that, and he's come out and it kind of owned the story and said, you know, he's doing a lot to make up for this. But in 2003, he was convicted of drug trafficking, and received a sentence for that. It was a suspended sentence, but I think it said 16 years suspended sentence. But you know, everyone's got a past, haven't they? Wouldn't try and judge somebody by that. I judge them on or define them, not judge them, define them on how they deal with things and go forward. But then there's legal proceedings since that. The Bellagio, Las Vegas casino resort, had to issue proceedings against him for an unpaid debt. American Express, the same. The stories go on. There's a company they were involved in buys like settlements, legal claim settlements. So if somebody's been awarded a settlement and it's over a period of time, they will buy it for a lesser sum, but that means the person gets a lump sum. But they're being taken to court over a few of them. There's some awful stories. These are reports, by the way, but they're out there in the public domain. I'll share the link to this article. I've already put it on Twitter, /X, but I'll share it in the article as well. There's, as I said before, there's not much good about this company, organisation. And personally, I'm an Evertonian. I wouldn't want them in my club. Do I want Mashiri and Ken right there? No. No, we don't. No, I don't. Personally. But I'd rather, it is better the devil you know, in my opinion. I would rather they were there than these people coming. I think it would be the end, honestly. If we sold to these people, I think it would be the end. What are their intentions? Have they got their eyes on the new stadium only? Do you know what I mean? And is the football club doesn't matter kind of thing? You don't know. There's a lot of a lot of reports they don't pay for things that they're supposed to pay for. The money's not there, and all this, and they're just moving money around rather than getting new money and all that. There's a lot in that report, that article, which I'll share, as I said, in the description and down there. So yeah, I wanted to just bring this to you to highlight these problems that I found. Like I say, this was a few hours work today, just having a quick look at it. It's nothing I've gone mad on, really, because it's all there. It's like people have already done the work and already investigated it and looked at their past, their present, looked at what they're doing and everything, and people just can't work out where the money's coming from, what their aim, intentions, objectives are. But it doesn't seem good. In my opinion, it doesn't seem good, and I wouldn't want them near my club. I'd love to know your thoughts, please, everybody. What are your thoughts on it? What do you think of the stories, the articles that I've shared? Let me know, please. Your comments down below. Let's all have a good chat about this. Somebody's got something good to say, and come on and say, Nick, look, you're wrong about these. Here's some articles that I found. There's some fantastic stories about them. Great, share them. Let's have a look at them, please do. But otherwise, doesn't look good to me. Doesn't look good at all. Let me know your thoughts, please, down there. Please like, share, subscribe. Anybody wants to come and sit here and have a good chat about it, I'm going to be doing my show this Thursday, and this will be one of the topics, definitely. I have got somebody coming in, but honestly, somebody fancies coming in and sitting here and having a chat about it. If you're somebody that knows any inside info, or knows a lot about it, please let me know. Hit me up and come and sit down. But other than that, guys, I hope it doesn't happen. Really do. Really hope it doesn't happen. We're going to have to, if you all agree with me, we're going to have to speak out about this one and let the club know that this isn't for us. Fingers crossed. It doesn't happen. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll end it there. Thanks, guys.